Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, a few more remaining bits on the GS. Thank you all again for all the comments on the startup video. I haven't gone through all of them yet. Well, I ain't really started. I've had a look at a few. I'll go through them as soon as I get a moment. They're just pouring in on that video. My phone's been bouncing around the table with all that, so I will get to that, but thank you all so much. Right, today I did a bit yesterday. I had a friend over yesterday messing with his bike, so I just continued with a few bits on this. Today then, I've got a list. I've actually got a list. How about that? That's a bit too organised, isn't it? I have a list of 10 things. So first one, sit and drink tea. That's not on the list, I promise. Number one, bleed brakes. Hopefully that'll go all nice and smoothly. Number two, I have an engine bolt at the rear of the engine, which I lost, ordered a new one. That's just come, so I can get that in. Number three, sort rev counter. I've no idea yet, but it does have some setting buttons at the back. I've got the cover off, so hopefully I've got the instructions here, pages of technology to read through, so hopefully I can sort something out with the settings on the buttons. What else we got? Yeah, also set speedo. I shall do that when I've got the bike out, so that's probably one of the last things to do. It's all got to be sort of set with the GPS so it knows it's reading off that and not a speedo drive. I have done one before, but I cannot remember how I've done it. It's so long ago, so we've got to sort that out. Wires and the under tray. As you know, some of the wires are still hanging out under the seat, so we've got to sort them out and tuck them up and get the under tray on. Check over all fixings again. I like to keep checking that because it's so easy to miss something. So we'll go through back to front, front to back, top to bottom, just checking over all them again. What else we got? Sort carbs out. Yeah, as you know, it was a bit upset on one of the carbs, but they've all got to be sorted out anyhow. I think a lot of you have mentioned they need balancing. Yes, I get that. I understand that. I've got the gauges somewhere. I haven't used them for about 95 years, so I'm not feeling very optimistic about finding them. There's been several moves around since that. I'll just have to get some more if I haven't got them. So yeah, they need all messing about with, probably a few rides and stuff. We'll see how that goes, but we'll get it right before it leaves the shed. Number 8, test ride, obviously. That'll probably happen between a few things that I'm doing on the bike, but then we'll go for a final one and get that filmed. Number 9, MOT. We'll get that sorted. Now, for that, I had my friend round yesterday who does the MOTs. And I said to him, well, I have got something to do on the van. I've got to replace the oil sump pan on the van. So it's just starting to weep. So I thought, if I go over there and do that, sling the bike in the back of the van, kill two birds with one stone there. So yeah, I'll be sorting all that. Number 10, deliver it. I can't wait to get to that one. Delivery, number 10. I haven't got a number 11. Number 11, have a day off, go and have some fun. Yeah, so that's it. Hopefully it'll go quite smoothly. We will see. The one I'm dreading the most is the rev counter. Hopefully that is going to be something quite simple. Hopefully. If not, we just got to dip into it till we sort it all out. It's not exactly sort of a hard thing, I don't think. There's not much to it. So yeah, hopefully it'll be quite a simple thing and quick thing to sort out, but we will see. I'll try and do that today. So yeah, there's my list. We're going to plod through it till the bike's all sorted. Again, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how it looks, and not happy how it's gone, because it never should have took this long. But we all know the reasons behind that. But I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I really am. And I'm actually looking forward to having a ride on it. And more so, I'm looking forward to finally delivering the bike and then getting on with the next one. I'm really looking forward to that, because the next one involves getting dirty again, a bit of grinding and welding and bashing things about. So I'm proper looking forward to that, because that is my favourite part of any build. I know a lot of people like doing all the nice clean bits and putting all the new parts back on. I don't mind that, but I prefer sort of the design inside it. I say design, I never ever draw anything and lay anything out. I do stuff in my head as I go along, and quite often change it, as you know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on to the next project. Anyway, I am actually going to finish my tea and then get stuck into this list. Here we go. Okay, front brake's done. I say I'm just getting on with everything, and we'll just do little updates as we go along. So I just want to get it finished. That took quite a while actually, because obviously we completely rebuilt the calipers, so everything's completely empty. So it took a bit of getting through, but we got there. And I like to do it the old-fashioned way. I just feel more comfortable doing that way. I've had a go with these pumps and things like that. I don't know, I just don't like them. I don't get on with them, but that's personal choice. I like to do it yeah, put a tube and a can. So yeah, fill the reservoir up, and what I normally do is obviously put a tube onto the bleed nipple, pump the brake lever several times, undo the nipple for a split second and back up again. Pump the brake can't get my words out again. Pump the brake lever several times, half a dozen times, keep it squeezed in, under the nipple for a second or two, and close it off again, and keep repeating and repeating and repeating till you like stop seeing air bubbles. The pedal, it's not a pedal, it's not a car. What am I doing? The lever feels pretty good on this. Not pretty good, it feels really good. So I think that's sorted. Yeah, I remember many a times helping my dad doing brakes on cars when I was probably 5 years old. Sat in the car pumping the pedal for him. So yeah, that's all sorted. Just going to get on with the back one. I can tick them off the list then, and then we'll continue with the list. Okay, so as you know, that's the front all bled up. Now on the rear, I have a very small problem. So I filled the reservoir up with fluid, and then I popped up the village shop, came back, and the fluid seems to be all over the floor. I'm now soaking the rest of it out of there. So there seems to be a problem with the seal on that. Maybe it's not seated properly, I don't know. So I'm going to get the rest of the fluid out, I'm going to get it off, put it on the bench. I've actually still got the box that came in with a selection of seals in there, and I believe it or not, I know where the box is. A miracle. So I'll go through there, see if there is differences in the seals, and we'll sort it out basically, and then we'll get the back brakes sorted and finished. That'll be the brakes ticked off the list. Also, we've got the rear number plate, which has come. Huge proportions. I'm just trying to be good with this bike, so Bob has no trouble getting it through future MOTs. So yes, it does look a bit big. I'm afraid here in the UK, that's the rule, and we are supposed to stick to it. I know a lot of us, including me, put small number plates on. Not in recent years, I have never been stopped for it. So yeah, also rear reflectors. Now, can you hear the wind outside? Pouring it down with rain. That's because I've said test ride earlier. As soon as I say that, it starts raining. Anyway, rear reflectors. You can get all sorts of rear reflectors, and I really do not like them little round ones where you have either stick them on or you have to drill a hole for a single thread to go through and do them up. I don't know why, I just don't like them. Personal choice and all that. Some of you may be okay with them. Some people put them in the corner of their number plate or somewhere, and I just don't like the look of them. So on this, as you can see, it's got one there, but there's a little trick with that one. Let me show you. Hold on. Gone. And it reveals some dodgy name on there, look. So there we are. These are, some of you older people will know that people used to use these a lot in the 70s. They're to go on your car doors. So they basically just clip on. They slide on and they really do grip well. So this was a twin one, like so. It's just when your car doors open into the street, you know, you got a bit of reflection there. But yeah, as you can see, this has got a little recess in the middle, and you can actually cut these in half quite easily. Oh, I suppose you could use the whole thing, like so. Some of you may like that in place and keep it there, but I've just got the single one. I've cut one in half. That'll go there. You can put it there, I guess. You can put it on top, wherever. As long as it's on the rear of the bike. You may even have a place that where you don't need to slide it on your number plate. You can go somewhere else. But yeah, they basically, it's quite a tough thing to get on, but it does grip well. Slide it across. Yeah. Make sure your MOT guy says, oh, that's a bit close to your lettering. Slide it round to here. Put it wherever you like. And at least you can easily put that on and take it off. And it's not marking your number plate up with nasty sticky stuff, or you have to drill an hole in there. Just an idea. Just an idea. I shall have this on for the MOT. Put it under your seat, keep it in your pocket. If you have one of them lovely policemen that like to try and pick you up on absolutely everything, at least you'll have it on you. Or I say, just keep it on. Just an idea. Anyway, I'm going to get on and see why that reservoir's leaking. Hopefully it's something simple. Right, we've got that off. I've filled it back up. So we'll see how it goes. What I have done, I don't know if you can see under there, there's two little fixings each side. They were quite loose, so I'm not sure if it was coming out of them. They basically hold the spacers inside that glass that the lid screws onto. I've pushed the seal around, so we'll see how that goes. But it's been sat there for a few minutes and nothing seems to be coming out of it. So we'll just have to sit and wait, really. I might as well give it 5 minutes, see if anything comes out. We'll see how we go. You can see, look at the savage attack dog. You're right there, Blue. He's tired. It's had a hard day attacking motorcycles. You're right, mate. Hey? You alright? Are you comfy? Hmm? Are you comfy there? Yeah? It's a hard life. Right. I'll give this a few minutes and see how it goes. Right, I've sorted that out. It was them 2 screws, so I've took it apart just to double check, and I think it's going to solve it properly. So this all completely comes to bits. So you've got the glass here that the fluid sits in, then these spacers drop in there, which are threaded. So basically that does up from underneath with these 2 screws underneath there, and then 2 holes on the outside. Look, let's take them back out a minute, and then this bit here basically presses into that. Trying to do it. Hold on, bear with me. Basically that presses into that rubber O-ring there, and as these weren't done up properly, obviously the fluids escaped. So I've cleaned all that out now. I'm going to build that back up, and that, I'm pretty sure, should solve it. Blue's looking for the light off the torch. Come on, we're not playing torches at the minute, we're problem solving. Yeah, we seem to have a bit of an issue with the rear caliper. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. I'm going to take a guess at one of the seals on the pistons. Possibly could have been something I've done, my fault. It's, you know, I could have nicked one of the seals when I'm pushing the pistons in. I do not know. It could be one of the seals that's not seated properly. At this point, I do not know. This is the joys of bike building. It doesn't go smooth all the time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just have a bit of a break from it for 10 minutes, because I've just been messing with this for I don't know how long. It's been a while trying to get pressure to get the system bled. She's down here trying to eat the torch. Blue, don't eat that. So it's not bleeding. I've tried everything. I've tried absolutely everything. So what's he doing? Don't kill the spiders. Hey, come on. Yeah, all it's doing is just moving air around. I can't get no pressure to get the air out. So that's a sure indication we have a leak somewhere, because it's just obviously constantly drawing air in. I've had a good look round with the torch. There is a tiny show of fluid, and I mean the smallest drip. It's not dripping, it's just got like a bit of a wet patch on one of the pads. So I'm thinking possibly I have done something to one of the seals. So the only way to find out is to take the caliper back off, pull it apart and see what's gone on. Hopefully it's something I can put right without having to order new seals again. Hopefully I've not torn a seal putting the pistons in. But as far as I'm aware, I've done everything. I put a bit of grease on them when I built it all up, and so on. All the supposedly correct stuff, but I have obviously done something. Anyway, I'm going to call it a video for this. I'm going to go and have 10 minutes just to switch off, just because, like I say, I've been on this trying to solve it for a long time. And I don't know what that dog's doing. What's he doing? What are you doing? It's a bit of light coming through. At the minute it's shining on his head, but when he moves his head, it'll shine back on the shed. You are bonkers. It's not going to appear on the shed till you move your great big head. or am I blocking it? Let me see. No, it's not me. You get, I've got so many gaps in this shed. Sometimes the sunlight beams through little tiny holes. It looks like a laser dot on the wall. That's what he can obviously see, but I think something's blocking it. Oh, you're crazy. Anyway. Yeah, like I say, it's not always plain sailing and easy going when you're doing a full-on build, but we'll solve it. It's no major issue. It's just the brake caliper, and we will get that bumping is him bashing into the side of the shed with his head, as you can hear it. Oh, he's absolutely bonkers. He fits in perfect in here. Anyway, I'm going to go and have me 10 minutes just to switch off, and then I'm going to get straight back onto this thing. Time's actually knocking on, and I want to try and solve it, at least know what the problem is before I call it a day, which is more than likely going to be later tonight. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys. I'll get you posted and up to date in the next video.